Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. We're looking at the Cardiff Beach Volleyball Club in Wales.
Go nuts on my nuts.
Now, when it comes to conspiracy theories, there are three main factors that drive a person's desire to believe in a conspiracy theory. In my humble opinion, of course. A need for understanding, which in the case of people like flat earthers generally ends up in a complete misunderstanding.
In my humble opinion, of course.
The need to feel in control, because let's be honest, nobody likes to feel that they haven't got control over themselves.
In my humble opinion, of course.
And number three, the desire to fit in. So why the hell does Gina Maria Colvin Hill have such a long name? And more importantly, it doesn't matter. Let's just get on with it. Tidy!
So, what we're looking at here are plasma beams, plasma rods, light rods coming down in front of this live webcam. And again, this is in Wales.
Now obviously, you know me, I would never call somebody wrong without first checking the evidence, but the only thing I will say is, I live in Wales, very near to Cardiff. Now, she released this video on Monday, which was the 25th, and when I woke up on Sunday, which was the 24th, this is what I saw out of my bedroom window, which means it snowed throughout the night, and that CCTV footage was taken through that night.
You may say, Gina, it's snowing, it's snow. No, it's not snow. Snow would not have little dashes and stuff in it.
No, it is snow. And you're right, snow doesn't have little dashes in it. Unless, of course, it's being filmed in a very low frames per second and using night mode by a CCTV camera.
And I don't think it'd be going like that and like that.
Yeah, because we definitely don't have any wind in Wales, which may or may not blow the snow in varying directions.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've slowed this down. Well, actually, this is about how it is. You see this great big one that appeared. It's like sustained in midair is what it's like.
Well, it could well be like it's suspended in midair. But what it's more likely to be is that a snowflake has landed on the lens.
Yeah, I think this is really neat. I used to take pictures of these also at my home. They're pretty amazing. They come in all different shapes too.
Quite right, snowflakes do come in all different sizes. But don't let me interrupt your flow, please continue.
I just love it. I do. Oh my gosh, I'm so fascinated with
snow? Because that's what it is.
I actually had some great big a lot of these one time show up in my yard.
You are kidding me. You mean to tell me you get snow in America?
Some were super big. They can get bigger than a bus. Okay, they can get bigger than a bus.
What can? Snowflakes? You're losing me a little bit here.
But I actually had some white ones come down, and then I had these real skinny dark ones. And it was appearing as if they had a battle going on right around the area in front of me.
Oh, cute. I think you'll find that's called a snowball fight.
If you have not seen these before, they are plasma rods.
Can I just ask a small favour of you, Gina? It's a tiny little thing. Could you please stop using the word rod? Now, I know that most women are fond of a big rod, but I'm finding it really difficult not to laugh and make myself appear childish.
I used to call them light beings because I think they're living also. I really do. I think they manifest from the spiritual interdimension. They're interdimensional is what they are. I think I might
have forgotten to take your medication today.
If you look up here, they have formed like they're circles. They're circles.
Well, once again, you have me at a complete loss. I just can't think of one thing. Nothing at all. That would be a more plausible explanation as to why there may be these very faint circular shapes on the lens of a camera which is filming on a dark, snowy, wet night. Can you?
and they just like, when they move, their light beam, it stretches. That's what happens.
I'm just going to take 5. After the break, I'll show you exactly why that happens.
Go nuts on my nuts.
No, of course I'm ready. Welcome back, everybody. If you haven't liked the video yet, smash that like button now. It really helps the channel grow. And let's see if we can get 7,000 likes on this video, because 6.9 is the highest I've ever had before. And now I'm going to explain why. Just bear with me. So this camera here is recording at 30 frames per second. Now even at 30 frames per second, if I move my hand like this, the video can follow it. If I do this, there's a blur. So if I drop the frame rate even more while doing this, see what I mean? And that was just removing 50% of the frame, so technically that wave was at 15 frames per second. And see how fast it appeared my hand was moving? Because there were frames missing, it all happened more quickly. Now in the case of this CCTV camera, most of them film at anywhere between 5 and 12 frames per second. And in night mode, it's even more difficult for them to keep up with what they're filming. So if the snow is falling at a high rate of speed, then it just looks like a streak going across the camera lens. I really don't understand what would make a person like Gina think that this is anything but that.
Okay, we're getting ready to have a major movement happening here on this screen, because something happens and it's like that other dimension literally, boom, comes straight up against this live cam is what it does. I don't know if we're near that spot or not, but that's exactly what happened. Look at them. Yeah, and when they come, it's just really strange, and then they like disappear as fast as they come.
Now I know exactly what she means by a big event and things disappearing as fast as they've come, because I've just logged on to the Cardiff Beach Volleyball Club's live CCTV feed, and by a pure stroke of luck, we caught this guy emptying the bins. Rock and roll. And you'll notice that there appears to be a mysterious orb-shaped mark on the video, because it's definitely not possible that it's just a spot of rain has landed on the lens, because it's raining in Cardiff today.
So we can watch this in slow motion. And if you're just tuning in, these are plasma rods from the other dimension. They do appear.
It's just snow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And I just want to thank you. I'm just loving this green screen, because I can put myself right in here. Look how these
snowflakes are falling. So you'll have to excuse me, everybody. I'm really struggling to keep up with what she's saying in today's video, but it's probably because I just don't speak bollocks.
They're round orbs, and they are expanding. There's even smaller orbs on top of that. If you can see, they're about that big, right up there on the top. I can't. Yeah, right up here, right up there. I'd have to move myself up there, but you can see them on the side. They're smaller orbs attached to the bigger orbs.
My mind is blown. This woman is practically a genius. I don't even know how to respond to that. But the only thing I will say is, luckily for Gina, that never happens with water droplets. You never see a smaller droplet of water attaching itself to a larger droplet of water.
Now, I guess we could put this in real fast mode, but this is slowed down enough for you all to see them in this mode.
Hang on a second, so are you now saying that you did slow the video down to manipulate how these streaks of snow look? That's very disingenuous, Gina. Especially as you said at the beginning of the video that, oh, actually, no, this is how it looked naturally.
I think they are excited. That's why they show up. They show up like this because they're happy. They're just moving all around, every which way. And they're all various sizes. None of them really all are identical.
Now, I don't want to go full Simon Dan on you, because I've already got a headache thanks to Gina. But there are actually 7 different classifications of snowflakes. So there are column crystals, plane crystals, then there's a combination of column and plane crystals, aggregation, rimmed snow crystals. Rimmed. Germ of ice crystals and irregular particles. So of course snowflakes are never the same, or at least not to the human eye anyway. On the molecular level they can be exactly the same, but certainly not when we see them falling from the sky like we do in your video, Gina.
Within these little rods, they're not little, within there are little this might sound strange.
Well, I doubt it coming from you.
They're little bitty beings with faces, and they travel in that. That's really what they look like. Little bitty beings inside of them. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. So I'll just say this. Thanks very much for watching. If I'm never back on YouTube, it's just probably because watching all these videos has made my brain liquefy inside my skull and drip out of my ear. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Alright, watch this next. But before you do, make sure you subscribe. By order of the Creaky Blind.